Chris?
Yeah?
5 minutes.
Okay.
The word stew makes it seem a bit basic and overboiled and overcooked. So it's sort of whether this stew is going to be modern and interesting and delicious.
I hope it tastes good.
Smells great.
Pumpkin, rice and plantain. I'm up for this, I really am.
That's it, that's good. We done?
I think so.
Come on, fill their lives up with a bit of Jamaican sunshine. Off you go.
Well done.
Thank you.
Straight back for your cheesecake, please.
Okay.
Not bad. Actually, not bad.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
That's a really attractive plate. I love it.
Carice's Jamaican brown stew includes chicken, tomato, peppers, brown sugar and soy sauce, accompanied by pumpkin rice and fried plantain.
Oh, wow.
The brown stew is really different. It's actually very herbal and quite sweet, and it has that subtlety of spice in it as well. The chicken's falling off the bone as if it's been cooked for 3 hours, not 1 hour.
And I love the fact that she's added some aromats to all of this, and it's connecting the plantain, which can be quite sweet. But the time that she's put in the stew and in the plantain, it balances really well.
There's a humbleness, there's an authenticity to this. And I think it really shows.
Grease's rice is absolutely delicious. I love that sweet pumpkin running through it.
Could do with a little bit more heat in that stew. But that's not bad at all. And it's moving towards quite a smart presentation.
I'm very proud of my heritage, and having a dish that has Greek ingredients appreciated by people who may not even have had them before, it is thrilling.
You live in the Lake District, so when you heard this challenge was about game, how did you feel?
I love game, really love game. We have a couple of estates that breed grouse, and that's why I decided to do grouse. I'm cooking grouse sous vide.
A water bath?
I have a water bath at home, so yeah, I love all the gadgets. I'm cooking a filo roll, which inside has bulgur, golden sultana soaked in metaxa, which is a Greek brandy, and a jus with petimezi, which is basically a heavily reduced grape juice. And hopefully it will go with the grouse.
So you've definitely brought your Greek influences into an otherwise British dish, right?
Absolutely.
Irene is cooking us a crown of grouse in sous vide with some butter and thyme. And then she's going to pan fry it, so that hopefully the breast is not in any way dry. On the side of that, Irene's got a little tiny phyllo pastry, and on top of that we've got honey around parsnips. The thing is right now, that's a very sweet plate of food.
Retired banker Irene is serving sous vide grouse breast. Phyllo pastry filled with bulgur wheat, metaxa-soaked golden raisins and black pudding, honey-glazed parsnips, broccoli, glazed grapes, and a petimezi reduced grape juice jus.
It's very pretty. I'm very glad to see a bit of pinkness on the grouse. I think this is extremely good. You've made a real virtue of the grouse. It's juicy, it's tender, and because grouse could be quite gamey, what you've done, I think, which is very clever, is created a bit of sweetness with your jus, with your gravy. I love this, I think it's fantastic.
Irene, I was really concerned about all your sweet notes. But somehow or other you've got this absolutely bang on for me. I'm really impressed that you've done that in sous vide, but we've got a little bit of texture on the skin. I think it's a great dish.
Thank you.
I love the sweetness in your sauce that finishes with a little bit of bitterness. And inside those phyllo pastry bulgur rolls, you've got little raisins as well, giving some more sweetness. I think you've nailed a winning combination of flavours with very different ingredients. I think it's fantastic.
Thank you.
We've set you a brief. We want one dish from you, a dish inspired by a personal or family favourite. You need technical ability, that's for sure, but the best food in the world has emotion. 90 minutes. Off you go. Alex, I like to think of as a country-style cook. But what she is absolutely brilliant at is pastry.
We marvelled not just at the process, but also at the flavour.
I chose this dish because it's based on where I grew up. My grandmother in Portugal, we used to have quite a lot of prawns and shellfish wrapped in really fine crepes and then covered in a bechamel sauce. It's based on that dish. So I'm making a prawn and crab lasagna, which is like a prawn mousse. And then I'm doing little pastéis de gambas, which are little deep-fried prawns in a bechamel sauce and then breadcrumbed.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Who's tried this dish?
Mum. Poor Mum. She gets to try everything.
And what did Mum say?
She loved it, actually. She loved it. She thought it was quite authentic because it's traditional, but it's got a new twist on it.
A classic Portuguese croquette should be crispy on the outside and creamy on the inside, but still taste the prawns. This lasagna is really interesting. We've got 3 layers of pasta and this mousse made from prawns and crab. I hope it's not too dense. It's an intriguing combination. If she gets it right, it could be absolutely delicious.
6 minutes left. Just 6 minutes. Come on.
That's custard, which is now lumpy. And
yeah, it's curdled, isn't it? What are you going to do? You got 6 minutes.
Start again. Pie's done. Just got famone on top of it, which is what I wanted.
Come on, Elliot, quick. Last minute custard.
One last thing. Not good enough, I'm going home.
That's it. Stop.
It's done.
Oh, beautiful.
In memory of her Portuguese grandmother, charity director Alex created a crab and prawn mousse lasagna, prawn croquettes, and a vegetable fricassee, served with a tomato beurre blanc.
That's a very pretty and elegant dish, Alex. Well done. Your mousse is sweet, natural sweetness of that shellfish. There's a hint of chili in there as well. But that beurre blanc, a butter sauce, makes everything really rich. It's delicious.
That's the sort of food we're looking for. That's really fantastic. The croquettes are crispy on the outside. They're soft in the middle, rich with bechamel. Beurre blanc is a revelation. I am really blown away. It's great. Good job.
That was so amazing. That was so amazing. I can't believe it. So chuffed.
Just 2 minutes. Get it on a plate now. Pedro, you've got 5 seconds. Stop.
That was hard.
Stuart, up you come, please, sir.
Research chemist Stuart has cooked pan-fried seabass fillets, served on a pea puree with Savoy cabbage and leeks and fondant potatoes. It's finished with a fish stock reduction.
I'm impressed with the presentation. It's going to deliver on flavour in the same way as it delivers to the eye. And I hope it does, because that's exciting stuff, Stuart.
Your fish is cooked brilliantly. The sweetness coming from that pea puree is incredible. I've got butter, I've got depth in the fish sauce, I've got lots of good seasoning. That is restaurant standard cooking, Stuart.
Thank you.
What I like about you, you're understated. There was no sort of, oh, look at me, look at me. You obviously love food. It's cooked really, really well, and it's seasoned really, really well.
Well done. As good a start as I've seen on MasterChef.
Thank you very much.
Good start. Well done.
Oh, yeah.
Over the moon right now. It's, best possible start, I think.
Spencer, please, sir. Very last time. Really, really good-looking food. Incredibly elegant and incredibly modern. Which means it's got to taste really good.
Let's hope so.
Spencer's starter is pan-roasted scallops with cauliflower puree and shaved cauliflower dressed with a caper and lemon butter, parmesan crisps and oyster leaves.
The scallops are cooked really well. A little bit of colour around the outside. Your cauliflower puree is as fine as you want. Little wafers of cauliflower are fantastic. Add to the mix really powerful oyster leaf and Parmesan cheese, and the beautiful scallop is getting lost.
There's flavours on here that I really, really enjoy. I'm getting sharpness of lemon, and then I'm getting cauliflower that's woody and then almost bitter, which is great. I think these are really good flavours. However, they are big flavours to put with a scallop.
Okay, noted.
Spencer's main is cannon of lamb with a mixed herb and mustard crust, asparagus, minted pea puree, grilled baby onions, and a lamb sauce.
I think that looks absolutely stunning.
Really big punchy flavours. You've got so much herb and mustard on the top of that lamb, it's almost medicinal. It's absolutely divine. The lovely, sweet, deep sauce you made. You made a perfect lamb sauce there with white wine. I love it. And your lamb itself, beautifully pink. Spencer, good dish.
The flavour of the pea puree with the herbs and the mustard and the soft lamb and the onions and the sauce all coming together. It's awesome. It's delicious. It's highly skilled. It's really interesting. It's very, very exciting. And for me, without fault.
Main course is based on the dish that my mum makes, my favourite roast dinner.
I think the main course is a really big ask. Spiced lamb with cauliflower and onion and potato bhaji on the side. We're talking about a modern approach to Indian food using an English Sunday roast as a base. Lamb's got to be cooked very, very well. Will it be pink or will it be done all the way through as you would expect an Indian curry to be done? I think they look fantastic. I love the polish, I love the form, I love the thought. This looks fantastic.
I appreciate that.
Jane's starter is a take on her childhood Sunday tea. Winkles and parsley on toast, served with pan-fried cockles and mussels, langoustine tempura, deep-fried caperberry, and a saffron lemon mayonnaise.
That's probably the best looking winkle cockle dish I've ever seen. Every little bit of that shellfish is beautiful. It's got exactly the right texture as well, and there's the saltiness of the sea coming from it as well. Your tempura is as light as you like. Your langostine's brilliantly cooked. Textures are great. Flavours are natural and they're good. Well done.
I would like a little bit more sharpness in my mayonnaise because I think that can work with saffron. But as for the rest of it, it tastes of what it should do. And that's the sea, the joy of the gift from the sea. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Jane's Indian-inspired Sunday roast includes braised shoulder of lamb marinated in yogurt, cumin and garam masala, with cannon of lamb cooked in a red chilli and kaffir lime leaf puree, onion bhajis, roasted cauliflower, pan-fried shallot, onion puree, deep-fried kaffir lime leaves, and a lamb gravy.
Right. This I'm really looking forward to.
Your loin of lamb is cooked beautifully and lovely and pink. Your shoulder of lamb is braised really, really well with the yogurt and the spice around the outside. You get the cauliflower sauce underneath, that's lovely. Your bhajis, they're light as you like, almost like little pillows of air flavoured with turmeric and onions and potatoes. But for me, the thing that makes this whole thing come alive are these. Little shreds of lime leaf, which are completely unexpected. I'm stealing, because that's great. Very clever, Jane.
Thank you.
It's a genius flavour combination. These are big, heady, powerful spices you're playing with, and you're handling them with the lightest of touches. That's a stunningly good dish. I'm really impressed with that. Well done.
Jane's dessert is rhubarb and custard, a vanilla panna cotta flavoured with rosemary, with honeycomb, rhubarb stewed in a ginger liqueur, a rhubarb and ginger granita, and a burnt orange and lemon caramel.
That's a very pretty plate. Look at that. It's a piece of modern art.
Technically, everything on here you cannot fault. I love the sweet, sticky syrup with the bitterness of the orange. The wobble of the panna cotta is absolutely perfect, the creamy silkiness of it. Your granita is sharp and refreshing, and your rhubarb is cooked very, very well. But what I really want is more of that rhubarb to go with all those beautiful things. It's just shouting at me now, more rhubarb, please.
Sorry.
The best of dishes in the world ever for me is when you think you've worked it out and you get something that's different. Panna cotta flavoured with rosemary is superb. It doesn't make it savoury, it makes it almost smoky and woody. You've got sharpness of orange, you've got sharpness of rhubarb, and it's a beautiful match.